Welcome back to the channel. It's your host Rob with I-25 Kia. I'm joined today with the 2021 Nero EV EX Premium Package. This is a very sweet electric vehicle. They call this the connected crossover. I like to call it the superhero, the Nero, but we have a lot to cover, and I mean a lot to cover. Electric vehicles are complicated. So let's begin. Let's check out this exterior. All the design elements incorporated with its shape are entirely designed to reduce some drag. So you've got a very streamlined hood. There's not going to be much resistance right here. So the entire idea of the Nero is you're essentially battling opposing forces. You're battling your wind resistance, you're battling your weight, because it's an electric vehicle. You need to have a very light car. So if you're going to go to battle with this thing, first thing you need to know is you've got some ballistic headlights. Ow, that hurt my knuckles. So you've got your nice bright headlights at the front, and then when you go to the back, you've also got your LED taillights. The back end looks good as well. You've also got these nice blue accents around your turn signals, and then the whole rear end is complemented by this spoiler. So it really does have that crossover look and feel, but the front of the Nero is a very unique look. You've got this grille that's kind of got these diamonds in it. And then what's this? Oh, this is one of your charging, actually this is your only charging port. So here at our dealership, we do have a level 3 charging station. See how awesome this thing is. This is gonna be how you do your fast charging. There's not many of these things around. You typically see charging 2 stations. So if you ever need a fast charge, come to I-25 Kia. So when you plug your cord into your Nero, once you hit the lock button, it's actually going to lock the plug inside. So you can walk away, go do what you gotta do while it charges up and not have to worry about anybody breaking into your car. So with your 50 kilowatt DC fast charger, you can charge this thing up to 80% within around an hour. So if you have more available time, we do have a level 2 at the back. And then this is what you would consider as a level 2. Level 2s are going to take you between 9 to 10 hours for a 100% charge. But you can install a level 2 at your home, so it would make it much easier for you on your time frame. But if you don't have a level 2, you can just plug into a level 1, which would be most of the plugs in your house. Fueling up your Kia Nero is your electric motor. This is a 120 kilowatt electric motor that's fueled by a 64 kilowatt lithium ion polymer battery. I think I got that right. Electricity confuses me, but it looks really cool. It's really impressive looking. The Nero sits on 17-inch alloy wheels. Very good look, actually. Hey buddy, what are you doing on the car? You need to go, thank you. God, it's hard to keep things clean. The Nero comes with a smart key fob. It does have the remote start option, but once you hit unlock, you'll notice that you've got motorized heated mirrors. So these things are heated whenever it's cold outside. You don't have to worry about these things fogging over or icing up. And then you can just simply, well actually you can lock your car, take your key fob, place it into your pocket, and then if you just walk up to the door, hit the button once, you can gain entry. So let's get into the ride.
So I'm going to show you guys how quiet this thing is when I take off.
So yeah, I'll never forget the first time I drove one of these electric vehicles. It really sounded like I was driving a spaceship. I don't know, you're gonna have to try it before you can understand what I'm talking about. Which you should do, utilizing I-25 Kia's 24-hour home test drive. The back of this crossover is very spacious. I do like that it has this nice shade block in case you got some groceries that you're trying to keep cool. And then if you need some extra storage, it's a 60-40 split seat. You have a lot of space in here. Down below, you're gonna see you have a spot for a spare tire, but there is no spare tire in here because the whole purpose of this vehicle is to reduce weight so it's easier on the battery and so that you can go the distance. It is nice to have that slot just in case you do want a spare tire though. And check out the interior. So inside you're gonna notice you've got these nice Syntax material seats. They're very squishy, they're very soft to the touch. They've got these blue accents. Actually, they got blue accents all around the vehicle. Stitching in the doors, stitching on the wheel. And all this blue is telling you is that this vehicle is electric. The center of your Niro is going to be where you find your 10.25-inch touchscreen display. This thing is huge and it's so seamless with the rest of the dash. I like this plastic that's right here and how it just kind of blends all in one piece. But you've got your integrated Apple CarPlay / Android Auto, where you can control your phone calls, access your music, which is gonna sound amazing out of these Harman Kardon premium audio speakers. You can also control your maps, your messages. What else is on your phone? I got the NBA app, but this is also going to be where you find your backup camera with the dynamic bending lines. The thing about this car is because it's so quiet, it does have that backup beep, so if somebody's back there, they're gonna hear you coming. Really good design, Kia. Oh, it also has the Sounds of Nature app. Well, it looks like all the same stuff. Like your EV button. This is gonna tell you exactly how far you can go and how much charge you got. But yeah, there's so much inside this menu that you can play with. So the steering wheel is designed very nice. You've got your phone calls on the left. So where you're gonna be controlling the volume on your music and switching between tracks. And on the right, you're gonna have your smart cruise control, where you can set the distance between you and the leading car. You also have the stop and go cruise control. So if somebody comes to a complete stop and you're following them, you're gonna come to a complete stop. And then you're also gonna notice that you've got these things that look like paddle shifters. Actually, these change the way your vehicle charges. All right, well, let's see how this thing rides, shall we? Buckle in. All right, so driving an electric car is an experience. One of the design elements that they've utilized with the Nero EV, the PHEV, all the Niros is they've got this little dial down below. Instead of you having your shifter, you've just got a wheel that you turn. The dial just really adds to that experience of this thing being different. For me, it feels very futuristic. That's the thing with electric cars. They are so futuristic. But Kia's Niro, it drives like a dream. It handles very well. It goes over bumps really well. And then the other thing that you will be shocked to experience in an electric car is that electric motor. One of the things that the Niro does is it utilizes regenerative braking. Essentially, the whole idea is you don't want to have any energy lost. So when you are coasting and you're not hitting your acceleration, it's actually charging up your battery a little bit. And it does the same thing for when you're braking. So all of that friction, that heat that goes into the brake pads, it's actually collected into the battery. So obviously the most exciting thing about this electric vehicle is its range. The Nero EV will go 239 miles. And that's an estimated range because it does seem to vary. So to say that these things have incredible range is not doing it justice. These things have insane range. Hopefully we'll do a part 2 of this video and we'll take it the distance. We'll see how far we can get on one charge. It's not often that I drive electric vehicles, and it always kind of surprises me when I actually start taking off. So this thing does have 3 different drive modes. It's got Eco, Normal, and Sport. And right out of the factory, this thing's gonna have you in the Eco mode because it's trying to charge up your battery. So unlike most cars, when you're driving, you kind of coast, but in an electric vehicle, you can actually kind of feel the vehicle pull back. So your first impressions are usually, oh, this is kind of slow and not very responsive. But that's why you've got the drive modes. I mean, I was actually extremely shocked when I put this thing into sports mode, because this thing has 201 horsepower and 291 pounds of torque. It's actually a pretty zippy car if you push it. So if you guys would like me to do a 0 to 60 test on the YouTube, make sure to leave it in the comments. So there are many benefits to owning an electric vehicle. This Niro is eligible for federal and state tax rebates. You're helping the environment out because you're not burning fossil fuels. You're also helping your wallet out Electric vehicles have a much better resale value, and you're not shoveling out all that money for fuel. I know that fuel is very expensive right now, and here in Colorado, you can actually register this as an HOV vehicle without having to have it be full. You can actually drive in the HOV lane by yourself. So of course, like all Kias, this is a very safe vehicle. It's pretty much got the entire Kia DriveWise suite. Forward collision avoidance, assist with cyclist, pedestrian detection, the blind spot detection, driver attention warning, rear cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, and the smart cruise control with the stop and go feature. Another thing I really like about the driving experience for the Niro, so you have a digital instrument cluster, and it shows you a meter that says power and charge. So when you're accelerating, you can see it leave from charge and go into power. But if you really push it down the accelerator, then it starts to yank from the power. Whenever you decelerate, you can actually see the charging meter build up. So it actually becomes like a little bit of a game. You're trying to keep your vehicle charged by not taking too much from the battery and also using your deacceleration to charge it up. It's really fun, it's really engaging. So I covered a lot, but I certainly did not cover it all. If you have any questions about any electric vehicle, go talk to the car experts at I-25 Kia. They can help you out. If you're unfamiliar with electric vehicles, you should take advantage of our 24-hour home test drive. In fact, if you're looking for a car, just go to i25kia.com. We've got a payment calculator there where you can find out exactly what you're going to be paying, and you can check how your credit score holds up. Check back next week for some more Colorado Kia content. Please like and subscribe, and have a great week. Bye.